My dear friend, right now in this very moment, you are holding on to more power than you realize. Life may have pressed you, situations may have made you question your worth, and circumstances may have made you feel stuck. But deep within you, God planted a sacred key. And it's not complicated, it's not out of reach. In fact, it's just two simple words. The words I am, and they are sacred. These are not ordinary words. They are not casual phrases tossed about in idle conversation. These words are spiritual tools, divine codes and keys to transformation. When you say, I am, you are invoking the very essence of your being. You are aligning with the presence of God within you. You are not just describing yourself. You are declaring the truth of who you are created to be, and who you are becoming. From the very beginning, the Creator spoke the universe into existence with words. Let there be light, and there was light. In that same divine tradition, we too have been given the power of speech, the gift of language, not merely to communicate with others, but to create our world. And no words are more powerful than the ones you say after I am. Those two words are the beginning of every affirmation, every declaration, every truth you choose to live by. When you say I am, the universe listens, your body listens, your mind listens, your subconscious listens, your soul listens. The energy around you begins to shift, because I am is not a wish, it is a command. It's not begging the universe for favor, it's agreeing with the favor you already have. It's not asking for permission, it's standing in the authority that has always been within you. But many of us unknowingly misuse this sacred phrase. We say, I am tired, I am not good enough, I am always struggling, and we wonder why life reflects that back to us. These declarations are not just expressions, they are instructions. They become the blueprint for your reality. The moment you attach your identity to pain, failure, or lack, you begin to shape your world around those beliefs. That's why awareness is everything. You must become conscious of the words you speak over yourself. The moment you say, I am strong, even if you don't feel it yet, something begins to awaken inside you. You're not lying to yourself. You're telling your future who you're becoming. You're not denying your current circumstances. You're refusing to let them define you. I am is the beginning of transformation. If you say, I am healing, your cells begin to respond. If you say, I am worthy, your energy shifts to attract better relationships and experiences. If you say, I am abundant, you begin to see opportunities where you once saw limits. Your reality starts to match your declaration. This isn't magic, it's alignment. It's the law of vibration and attraction. You become what you repeatedly say you are. Words are not empty, they are containers of power. The energy behind them either builds you up or breaks you down. And the words you attach to I am are the foundation of your self-image, your future, and your legacy. So choose words that heal, uplift, and empower. Say, I am enough, until every part of you believes it. Say, I am loved, even if you feel alone. Say, I am growing, even when you don't see results yet. Faith is not seeing. Faith is speaking before the evidence arrives. That's how miracles are born. That's how inner shifts create outer breakthroughs. Remember, the divine spark lives within you. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are chosen, guided, and deeply supported. But it all starts with the words you choose to speak. The words you repeat become the thoughts you think. The thoughts you think become the emotions you feel. The emotions you feel become the vibration you emit. And that vibration becomes the reality you live. So honor these two words. Use them with reverence. Use them with intention. Use them to break old patterns, release limiting beliefs, and step into your power. Speak them in the morning before the world has a chance to tell you who you are. Whisper them at night to remind yourself that you are never alone. When fear whispers, "You're not good enough," say out loud, "I am more than enough." When doubt creeps in and says, "You'll never make it," say, "I am destined for greatness." When the past tries to define you, say, "I am free, I am renewed, I am becoming all I was created to be." The words "I am" are the doorway. They are the beginning of your healing, the beginning of your awakening, the beginning of your breakthrough. Use them lightly. Use them with the power and love with which they were given to you. Every time you speak "I am," you are reminding yourself and the world that the divine lives in you, that you are a creator, not a victim, that you are on a sacred journey back to your truth, and no matter what the world throws at you, you have everything within you to rise, rebuild, and reclaim your life. Just speak the words and believe. This is the truth your heart needs to hear today. This is the truth that goes deeper than your pain, deeper than your fears, deeper than your doubts. Life may have handed you situations that made you feel shattered, experiences that made you question your worth, and disappointments that made you believe something was wrong with you. But the truth is, you are not broken. You are being rebuilt, reshaped, and refined into the version of yourself that you were always meant to be. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing missing in you. What you are feeling is growth. What you are experiencing is transformation. Just because you don't see the end of the story yet doesn't mean you are lost. You are in the middle of your becoming. Think of the seed buried in the soil. To the outside world, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, a miracle is taking place. Roots are forming, strength is building, and a new life is preparing to break through. That seed is not broken, it is becoming. In the same way, your struggles are not signs of your failure. They are signs that you are being stretched to rise higher. That pain you feel is not your end. It is the labor before your rebirth. Don't judge yourself for how messy it feels. Healing is not always beautiful. Growth is not always graceful. Sometimes it feels like falling apart. Sometimes it looks like losing everything you thought you needed. But in truth, you are shedding old versions of yourself that were never meant to carry your future. The thoughts that tell you you're not enough are lies that were planted long ago, not truths. The feeling of being stuck or inadequate is not a reflection of your destiny. It is a sign that your soul is outgrowing the limits you once accepted, and yes, it hurts. Yes, it's hard, but this is not destruction, it is awakening. You are learning to see yourself through new eyes. You are beginning to realize that your worth is not defined by your past, your mistakes, or the opinions of others. Your worth is intrinsic, it is untouchable, it is sacred. You are not meant to stay where you are. You are evolving, layer by layer, moment by moment. With every heartbreak, your compassion deepens. With every setback, your resilience strengthens. With every ending, your spirit rises again with more wisdom, more grace, and more clarity than before. Nothing has been wasted, not the tears, not the waiting, not the silent nights when you wondered if things would ever change. It's all part of your becoming. Be becoming. Takes time. It takes trust. It takes surrender. You have to be willing to release the pressure to have it all figured out. You have to be willing to meet yourself where you are without shame. You are allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You don't need to be healed to be worthy of love. You don't need to have all the answers to be on the right path. Even when you feel like nothing is changing, something is. You are showing up. You are still breathing. You are still trying. That matters. You are building an unshakable foundation, even if it feels slow. You are learning to trust yourself again. You are learning to speak to yourself with kindness, to forgive yourself, to believe that you deserve a good life. And you deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve to wake up and feel excited to be alive. That version of you exists, and you are walking toward them with every small act of love, every gentle thought, every decision to keep going even when it's hard. You are not broken. You are becoming someone stronger, softer, wiser, and more radiant than you've ever been. The cracks you feel, that's where the light is entering. The confusion, that's where new direction is forming. The emptiness, that's space being cleared for something greater to arrive. Don't give up in the process. Don't define yourself by a temporary season. The storm is not your identity, it's the passage. Trust this. Trust yourself. Trust that even now, in the midst of what feels like chaos, something sacred is unfolding. Your becoming is happening, even in the quiet, even in the stillness, even in the pain. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not broken. The moment you say, I am, you activate divine power. These two words are not just phrases. They are sacred declarations. They carry within them the creative force of the universe. When spoken with intention, I am becomes a bridge between your soul and the divine. It is the voice of your spirit calling forth the life you were meant to live. With every I am, you are not merely describing your reality, you are shaping it. Long before your fears existed, before your doubts took root, before the world told you who to be, the universe whispered, I am into your soul. That whisper was not a suggestion. It was a truth, a divine imprint that holds your full potential. When you speak, I am, you are not reaching for something outside of you. You are awaking what has always been inside. Words are not just sound. They are energy. They hold vibration. They carry intention. And I am is the most powerful phrase you will ever speak. It is your soul claiming its identity. It is your heart stepping into alignment with higher truth. When you say, I am, you are calling upon your divine authority to shift your life, to heal, to grow, to expand, and to return to your true self. Yet so many people unknowingly use this power against themselves. They say, I am not good enough, I am always failing, I am broken, and wonder why life feels heavy and stagnant. But your life is always responding to your declarations. The energy you attach to I am is the energy that shapes your experience. You are not being punished. You are simply experiencing what you've unknowingly called forth. This is not about blame. It is about awareness. Once you understand the sacred power of I am, you begin to use it with love and purpose. You become more mindful of what you claim about yourself. You stop speaking limitation and start declaring liberation. You stop repeating the old stories of pain and begin affirming the truth of your greatness. Say it with me now. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am healing. I am rising. I am becoming all that I was created to be. Feel that shift in your energy. It's not wishful thinking. It's a return to truth. You are aligning your words with the highest version of yourself. Every time you say, I am, followed by something empowering, you are planting seeds in the garden of your life. And in time, those seeds bloom into experiences that reflect your inner transformation. The power of I am is the power to override old programming. You may have grown up in a home where love was conditional. You may have been told you were too much or not enough. You may have failed, been rejected, or betrayed. But those experiences do not define you. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become now. And you choose through your words. When you say, I am free from the past, you release its grip. When you say, I am deserving of love, you begin to attract relationships that honor you. When you say, I am aligned with abundance, you shift your focus from lack to possibility. This is not fantasy. This is energetic truth. The moment you declare, I am, you send out a signal to the universe, and that signal begins to return to you as form. Your thoughts may wander. Your emotions may waver. But your words, they are your anchor. When everything feels uncertain, ground yourself in divine speech. Let your I am be the light that leads you out of fear. Let it be the affirmation that carries you through darkness. Let it be the declaration that breaks chains and builds dreams. You are not powerless. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are connected to the very source of life. And through the words I am, you tap into that source again and again. Speak them in the morning to set the tone of your day. Speak them when fear knocks at your door. Speak them when you feel unsure, when you feel alone, when you feel unworthy, because every time you speak them, you are remembering your truth. Say, I am light. Say, I am peace. Say, I am whole. And say it until it becomes more than words, until it becomes the lens through which you see yourself and the world. The moment you say, I am, you are not waiting on a miracle, you become the miracle. You are not waiting for change, you are stepping into the vibration that creates change. This is your divine right. This is your sacred power. So speak with faith, speak with love, speak with intention, because you are always becoming what you speak after I am. Let it be beautiful. Let it be powerful. Let it be truth. Speak life, even when you feel darkness, especially when you feel darkness, because it is in those moments, the moments when everything feels heavy, uncertain, or hopeless, that your words carry the most power. Your voice becomes a light. Your affirmations become an anchor. And your declarations become the lifeline that lifts you out of the shadows and reminds you that the night never lasts forever. It's easy to speak positively when life is going well, when doors are opening, when the sun is shining, when love surrounds you and things make sense. Of course, it's natural to feel grateful and speak joyfully. But true power is found in the storm. True strength is revealed when you open your mouth to bless your life, even when your heart is breaking. That's when your words carry sacred energy. That's when your soul is choosing faith over fear, light over despair. You may not feel strong right now. That's okay. Strength is not about pretending. It's not about denying your emotions or wearing a mask. Strength is about choosing to believe in something greater, even while tears fall. It's about choosing to speak healing while you still feel pain. It's about saying, I will rise again, even when everything inside you wants to quit. Because words create, words shape, words carry vibration. When you speak life, you plant seeds. Those seeds may not bloom immediately, but they begin to shift your inner world. And as your inner world shifts, your outer world will too. Even a small shift in the words you speak can change the atmosphere around you. You are more powerful than you know. You don't have to lie to yourself. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're not. You just have to be willing to speak truth beyond your current situation. You can say, this is hard, but I know I will grow from it. You can say, I don't feel strong right now, but I know strength is building in me. You can say, I feel pain, but I also trust in healing. That's what it means to speak life. It means to hold space for what is while also affirming what can be. Your words are like medicine for your soul. When you say, I am healing, your body and spirit begin to align with that truth. When you say, I am loved, even if you feel alone, you start to attract the people and experiences that reflect that love. When you say, I am guided, you begin to see signs that lead you to the next step. The universe listens, your body listens, your mind listens. Your life listens to the words you speak. Don't wait for things to get better before you speak life. Speak life so things can get better. Speak life when you wake up. Speak life when you feel fear rising. Speak life when you're in traffic, when you're in tears, when you're lying awake at 3 a.m. wondering if anything will ever change. Speak it anyway. Speak it especially then, because your words are not just empty air. They are instructions to your spirit. They are declarations to the universe. They are acts of creation. The darkest seasons are often where the greatest transformations begin. But only if you keep showing up for yourself. Only if you keep choosing to speak what you want to experience, not just what you see in front of you. It's okay to acknowledge the darkness. Just don't let it silence your voice. Don't let it steal your power. Speak light into it. Speak purpose into your pain. Speak peace into your mind. Speak love into your heart. Tell yourself, I am learning from this. Tell yourself, there is still beauty in me. Tell yourself, my life still has meaning even now. The darkness cannot drown out the power of a single word spoken in faith. You are not meant to be defeated by your struggle. You are meant to rise from it with a deeper connection to your own strength, your own wisdom, your own light. Even if you can't see the way forward right now, speak as though the path is already clearing. Even if you feel weak, speak as though strength is rising. Even if everything looks broken, speak as though healing is already underway. You're not speaking what is, you're speaking what can be. And what can be is beautiful, powerful, and full of light. So don't stop. Don't give in to the silence of despair. Speak life into the ashes. Speak life into the empty spaces. Speak life until the darkness has no choice but to retreat. Because you are the light. You are the miracle. And your words carry more power than you could ever imagine. Keep speaking life. Your future is listening. Everything you need is already within you. You may not always feel it. You may look at your life and wonder why things aren't working, why the answers seem far away, why you feel stuck or afraid. But the truth remains. Everything you need to rise, to heal, to love, to succeed, and to begin again is already inside of you. You are not lacking. You are not broken. You are not missing any pieces. You are whole, even as you grow. You are enough, even as you change. So often we're taught to search outside of ourselves for the answers. We're told that someone else has the secret, that the solution lies in a new relationship, a new job, a new place, or a new version of ourselves. But what if the very thing you've been searching for is already living inside your soul, quietly waiting for you to stop looking outward and start listening inward? Your intuition, your wisdom, your strength, your creativity, they are not things you need to earn. They are not waiting for permission. They are already there. Like seeds planted in the soil of your spirit, they are waiting for the light of your awareness to awaken them. You don't have to chase them. You only need to believe in them, nurture them, and allow them to rise. Yes, you can learn from others. Yes, you can seek guidance, inspiration, and support. But always remember, the answers you find outside of you should only reflect the truth already within. The real guidance is never in a book alone, never in a voice alone, never in a path alone. It's in the way those things stir something already present in your soul. That stirring is your confirmation. That feeling is your compass. When you begin to trust yourself, you awaken a new kind of power. You stop asking for validation. You stop waiting for rescue. You realize that your own voice matters, that your own heart knows the way. You begin to believe that your inner world is not a mistake, but a map. You stop asking, am I enough? And start declaring, I am more than ready. And even when fear shows up, because it will, you no longer see it as a stop sign. You see it as a reminder that something sacred is unfolding. You no longer run from discomfort, but meet it with compassion. Because you know that growth lives inside the moments you used to avoid. And because you trust yourself, you trust the process too. There will be times when you forget, when the world feels loud, when your doubts sound convincing, when you feel like giving up. That's okay. You are human, not a machine. You are here to feel deeply, to fall, to rise, and to return again and again to the truth that you are already equipped for this life. You have walked through pain and still risen. You have survived nights you didn't think you would make it through. You've made hard choices, released what no longer served you, and taken steps even while trembling. All of that came from within you, not from someone else's hand, not from borrowed strength, but from your own sacred well. When you quiet the noise, you will hear that still, small voice that never left, the one that says you are enough, the one that says you are ready, the one that says you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present. That voice is your truth. And when you honor it, you come home to yourself. Don't wait for the world to recognize your worth. Recognize it yourself. Don't wait for someone else to believe in you. Believe in yourself. Don't wait for perfect timing, the right conditions, or external approval. Trust the wisdom that says, begin now with what you have, because what you have right now is more than enough. You are stronger than your fears. You are deeper than your doubts. You are wiser than you've been told, and you are more powerful than you've allowed yourself to believe. There is magic in you. There is clarity in you. There is healing in you. And most of all, there is love in you. Pure, transformative, unconditional love that can guide you through anything. So today, turn inward. Speak gently to yourself. Remind your heart of what it already knows. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to chase the light. You are the light. And everything you need is already within you. Let that truth rise. Let it guide you forward. Let it become the foundation on which you build the life your soul came here to live. Start today. No delay, no doubt, just faith. Because the moment you decide that you are ready, the universe begins to shift in your favor. There's no need to wait for a sign or a perfect moment. This is the sign. This is the moment. Your soul already knows what it needs. And all it's asking for is your commitment, not to perfection, not to outcomes, but to the journey itself. We often convince ourselves that we need to have it all figured out before we begin, that we must have all the pieces in place, all the confidence, all the answers. But that's not how transformation works. Transformation begins when you take one step forward, even if you're unsure. It begins when you trust that something greater is guiding you, even if you don't see the full path ahead. You don't have to feel brave to begin, you just have to be willing. You don't have to know exactly what to do, you just have to show up. Every dream that's ever been fulfilled started with someone who was scared, but still chose to act. Not because they had no fear, but because they had more faith than fear. And you do too. Deep within, your spirit knows how to move forward. Delay is often a disguise for doubt. We tell ourselves we're waiting for the right time, but the truth is we're afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of judgment, afraid of change. But doubt cannot lead you to your destiny. Delay cannot deliver your dream. Only faith can do that. And faith doesn't need guarantees, it only needs willingness. There's power in beginning now. Because when you begin, even with trembling hands, you open a spiritual doorway. You say to life, I am ready for more. And life responds, it meets you where you are. It doesn't require that you be perfect. It only requires that you be present, that you say yes, that you move with trust. You were not given a vision or a longing by accident. Whatever is calling to your heart is meant for you. Whatever is nudging you forward is already tied to your soul's purpose. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to make sense of it. You just have to honor it. The more you honor the whisper within, the louder it becomes. And soon, that whisper becomes your direction, your motivation, your fuel. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It's about knowing that reality can change. It's about knowing that what is today is not all there will ever be. Faith speaks life into dry bones. It sees light in the middle of the night. It believes in breakthroughs even when nothing has broken yet. It is your invitation to rise, not because everything is easy, but because your soul was made to evolve. Start small if you need to. Start scared if you must. Just don't stay where you are out of fear. Because staying in fear drains your energy, but acting in faith restores it. Every time you say, I believe in myself, you light a new path. Every time you say, I will try, the walls of resistance begin to fall. You have waited long enough. You have doubted long enough. You have carried uncertainty like a second skin. But it's time to shed that. It's time to walk forward. Even if your steps feel unsure, you are stronger than your fear. You are braver than your past. You are wiser than your mistakes, and you are absolutely ready right now to take the next step. Start today, not tomorrow, not someday. Start now. Begin where you are with what you have. Let today be the day you stop waiting for permission and start living from your power. Let today be the day you say, no more delays, no more excuses. I am ready. Because the truth is, the longer you wait, the heavier it becomes. But when you move, even slightly, your spirit lifts, your energy rises, your future begins unfolding. Now, no delay, no doubt, just faith. Faith in your vision, faith in your ability, faith in divine timing, faith that every step you take is being supported in ways you cannot yet see. You are not alone on this path. You are being guided, held, and cheered on by the unseen forces that know exactly what your purpose is. But they cannot walk for you. You must take the first step. And when you do, doors will open. People will appear, strength will rise. The road will not always be easy, but it will be meaningful, and you will look back one day, not with regret, but with gratitude for the moment you finally believed in yourself enough to begin. So start today. Start with your heart open. Start with your head held high. Start with shaky hands if you must, but start. Because everything begins to move the moment you do. And your life is waiting.